Welcome into Busch Stadium in downtown St. Louis. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Boston Red Sox taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. And stepping in for Boston, Trevor Story.
The shortstop, Trevor Story.
The pitch. Hit in the air, left field. Walker gets under it. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one down. Devers now.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
2 strikes.
The 1-2. And that's outside. 1 out, base is empty. And down on strikes he goes. Now 2 out. And here is J.D. Martinez. The 1-1 is fouled off. Two down, nobody on.
That's ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. And now the center fielder, Tommy Edman.
The center fielder, Tommy.
Here's a 1-1. Good eye right there.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
And another ball.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
Now a great back and forth and that at bat. He had to play off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Missed with a changeup. Ball 2. Left-hand hitter waits. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Edman on at first. Nobody out. Next offering upstairs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
On the ground, could be 2. Slings to second, to Dahlback. Double play. Then here's Paul Goldschmidt.
Sometimes double plays get turned so quickly that you don't really get to appreciate all of the finer details and how these guys execute them. Right there, really nice footwork, and a good feed to second was the key to pulling it off.
That's a strike. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Now he'll turn for second. The relay, not going to get him. He's in there.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Man on second, 2 down. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Back here in St. Louis, here's Tyler O'Neill.
The right fielder, Tyler O'Neill.
Two. Just misses with that one. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Payoff pitch. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Out to short. Sends it across to first. He didn't make things easy for him there, but they still get the out. Masataka Yoshida up next for the Red Sox. That's to third. Arenado. Now a jump throw. Awesome play there. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the second baseman, Rob Refsnyder. 2 outs. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
2 strikes.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Donovan makes the grab, and that is that. We head to the bottom of the second. Here's Nolan Arenado.
Third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
High fly ball out towards left field. And it hops over the wall for an automatic double. Jordan Walker next up for the Cardinals. Kicks and fires. That's ripped, and this one could be extra bases. Arenado around third. He scores, and they have the lead. 1-0. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Comes through with the RBI. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters. If you're going to be a championship type of ball club, you've got to hit with runners in scoring position. And after last night's struggles, I'm sure these guys are chomping at the bit to have this kind of opportunity here early in this game.
The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Pulled the string on the changeup. And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. And he grounds one to the right side. Fires over to first. And Contreras is retired. And that'll bring up Brandon Crawford. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. And the righty deals. The shortstop takes a ball.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does.
Two now. Stays alive.
The hitting's going to come around. He's going to figure it out. But right now, his big asset is the way he plays the game on defense.
Swing and a pop-up. And that one actually will be grabbed by Story, and that will end the inning. Back here in St. Louis, all set for the start of the inning. So stepping in for Boston, Reese McGuire. Hit in the air, center field. A dive, and he can't haul it in.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. He kind of muscled that one out there, didn't get the barrel with it, but the important part was that he found a way to stay through the baseball and just drop it into center field.
This one popped up. And there's one away. And next for the Red Sox, Cedane Rafaela. The pitch. Double play ball to second. Off balance feet. There's one. Over to first. Safe. Trevor Story comes up to the plate. This one popped up right side. Under this one. Hauls it in to end the inning. Bottom of the inning. And here comes Tommy Edman. The 1-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. McGuire on to first. In time to get him. One away on the strikeout. Brendan Donovan will hit next. One down, base is empty. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Story throws to first in time. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. 2 outs, base is empty. Tried to check his swing there. Now an appeal to first. No swing. Eric Summerskill with the call. That one not close. And that's ball 3. Out towards right center field. O'Neill getting an angle on it. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. And we're back as we go to the top of the 4th. And stepping in for Boston, Rafael Devers. Here comes a pitch. Swing and a foul straight back. The lefty fires. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. The wind of the pitch. Struck him out swinging. Couldn't catch up to the heater. And now J.D. Martinez. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. And that one finds its way through. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
The batter, the right fielder,
Tyler O'Neill up next for the Red Sox. Here's a 1-1. Way out front for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Here's a 1-2. Wouldn't chase that time. The Red Sox trailing by a run here in the 3rd and final game of the series. The pitch. High fly ball near the pole. That one is foul. And here it comes. Ripped into right field, base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's 1st and 2nd with only 1 away.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right.
Crawford flips for 1, and that's 2. Ready to go, bottom 4. Here's the Cardinal DH, Nolan Gorman. The 1-1 is fouled off. Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Here's Nolan Arenado. When you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy's at the top of the list. Just missed.
This guy plays third base like he's a shortstop, and he welcomes the difficult play. Can throw from so many different angles and makes really tough plays look very easy.
2-2 now. Towards first. Oh, nice play to first. And that's a great play for the out.
I love the fact that the pitcher didn't become a spectator on this play. Nice job by the first baseman to dive, get dirty, knock that ball down. And if the pitcher's not there, he's got nobody to flip it to. Excellent job by both those guys.
Now up for St. Louis, Jordan Walker. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. There's a strike. So what are the skills you look for that make a really good defensive third baseman? A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the second baseman, Rob Refsnyder. On the ground to first. And he handles it himself for the out. Here's Reese McGuire.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Next offering down in the dirt. Center field. Edmund makes the grab, and there's two gone. Here's Bobby Dahlbeck.
The first baseman.
It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. And they'll do it again.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Back here at Busch Stadium, we head to the bottom of the fifth. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Lars Nootbaar. On the ground to Devers. Sends it to first. And that's the first out in the bottom of the fifth.
Number 40.
Wilson Contreras now up to the plate.
John Rivera.
One down, base is empty. Bounced up the middle. On the run, sends it over to first. Home half of the fifth inning, moving along, two quick outs. There's Crawford now, open stance on that left side. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Line to left, and that's a fair ball.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight.
Line drive, base hit down the line. Lead runner makes the turn at second. The relay throw, but he's in there easily. So 2 on with 2 away. And up next for St. Louis, Brendan Donovan. Two outs, 2 in scoring position. Last half of inning number 5. Two on, 2 outs. Left field, moving under it. Squeezes it, and the inning is over. Back here in St. Louis, top 6. Here's the center fielder, Cedane Rafaela. And a count 1-2. And another ball. And delivers outside.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
Smash to center, way back, and you can forget it. Home run. A towering shot. Home run number 5 on the season, and they tie it up. It's 1-1. New arm of the mound for the Cardinals, John King.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
Back to the top of the lineup. Now it's the shortstop, Trevor Story. The shortstop takes the ball.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
That's in there. It's 2-2.
The real threats are coming up. Already giving up a home run in this inning. It's going to really have to bear down.
Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Nootbaar puts it away, and there's one away. And here is Devers. Pitch misses inside, and it's 2-1. On the ground right side, gets to it with a slide. Nicely done for the out. Here's J.D. Martinez. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
Next to hit, Tyler O'Neill. And another ball with the go-ahead run at first, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Big swing and a miss. Nice swinging, and that will end the inning. Back here in St. Louis, where we go bottom six. Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate. That's a strike, and a count 1-2.
This game has been so tight. Feels like the next team to score will win it.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Ground ball left side. Over to Dahlbeck. One up, one down. Here's Nolan Gorman.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
In the air, left field. Yoshida snags it on the run. Now up for St. Louis, Nolan Arenado. At the belt and fires. Good eye in that spot.
Well, just about to hit that century mark, 100 pitches for this game.
And he hits a ground ball right side, and that's just foul. All tied up here in the bottom of the sixth. On the ground, Ref Snyder throws to first. That is the inning. New pitcher for the Cardinals, JoJo Romero. He last pitched 2 days ago. Masataka Yoshida now at the plate. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
Goldie takes it himself. One up, one down.
The second baseman.
So stepping in for Boston, Rob Refsnyder. Base is empty, one away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. And that one is lifted in the air. Edman going after it. He's got it. And there's 2 away. Reese McGuire up next for the Red Sox.
The captain.
So easy to look at the big boys in this lineup, but he has been a pleasant surprise all season long.
Fouls one off. 2-2. 2 down, nobody on. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Up and in. Counts full. 3-2.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And there's ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Two outs. That misses the zone, and the count's even at 2. On the ground to third. They take the force out, and that is the inning. Set for the last half of the 7th. Now the left fielder, Jordan Walker. Lucas Litke gets handed the rock out of the pen.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Ground ball to the right side. He takes it on his own, and 1 away in the bottom of the 7th. Now at the plate, Lars Nootbaar. Swing and a miss. And now 2-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Wilson Contreras next up for the Cardinals. And he deals. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. 3 up, 3 down. Inning over. Righty reliever out of the pen, Andrew Kittredge.
Going to be a tough matchup for him right here. Right-handed hitters have been having a lot of success against him so far this season.
And now the center fielder, Cedane Rafaela. Next offering in there for a strike. Slider right there. Swings and misses, struck him out. So the Red Sox lineup turns over. Here's Trevor Story. One down, base is empty. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. Edman in position. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. And it's Rafael Devers in the box.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
1-1 now. And another ball.
1 strike.
High fly ball, right field. Edman makes the catch, and that'll do it. Welcome back as we have a pinch hitter to lead it off. Dylan Carlson.
Looking for a spark to untie this game.
The pitch. That one is absolutely belted. And it one-hops the wall. Safe at second with nobody out, and that double has the go-ahead run in scoring position.
He was all over that one. He tried to jam him inside with the cutter, and he got it in there, but I have a feeling he was sitting on that pitch, that location, because he was all over it.
Back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Tommy Edman. So the Red Sox bring on a new pitcher, Liam Hendricks.
Oh, he's having an excellent season so far. ERA is under 2. A lot of flexibility coming out of the bullpen.
Man at second. And a count 1-2. And a pitch. Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
That one hit to right. O'Neill drifts towards it. He's got it. Runner tags at second. Here comes the throw. And it comes in too late. He's up to third on the flyout with 1 away. So up next, Brendan Donovan.
Go-ahead run is 90 feet away. This at-bat could end up deciding the game when everything is said and done.
Left-hand batter waits. And a count 1-2. With the go-ahead run at third. Here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. And another ball.
Definitely a strikeout situation right here. Lots of ways for that go-ahead run to score if the ball's put in play.
In the air, right field. O'Neill drifts towards it. Drops into the glove. Runner tags from third. The tag, and he's out at the plate. And that's a double play. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. Now into the ball game on defense, Mason Wynn. He's in at shortstop.
Number 0, Mason.
Now it's J.D. Martinez.
Leading off the bench, the designated hitter, J.D. Martinez.
And a 3-1 on the way. And that's ball 4.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Right fielder.
Go ahead run on base. Tyler O'Neill digs in now. The pitch. Fastball for a strike. 1-2. Now he can't squeeze it behind the plate. Runner holds tight as the count moves to 2-2. And the right-hander deals. And that one is lifted in the air. 1 away. Masataka Yoshida getting ready to hit.
Masataka Yoshida.
Ball to strike. The pitch. High fly ball down the left field line. Walker going back. And he brings it into the warning track.
Tried to take on the wind in left field right there. Just a little too much traffic up in the air. Mother Nature won that one. It's hard to say, but I think that might be gone otherwise.
And the pitch. Swings and lines one towards the gap. No one can get there. It falls in. Martinez headed for third. Headed for the plate. Relay throw home, and he's safe at the plate as they take the lead. It's 2-1.
Well, that's a big swing of the bat.
New arm out of the bullpen, number 62.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep them within striking distance.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Reese McGuire, the next to hit. Kicks and deals. Line and a base hit into right. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The throw in. It's offline. The run comes in, and they lead by 2.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great. No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
2 outs. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's back there. That's long gone. Home run number 10 of the year. And they add a pair. It's 5-1. And next for the Red Sox, Cedane Rafaela. Righty delivers. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Base hit. So now back to the top of the order. So the lineup flips over. Now Trevor Story. Falling behind 2-1. And a pitch. Run around the booth. Hard hit down the line and left. Fair ball. Around third. He'll score. It's 6-1.
They are really feeding off each other. That's 5 hits in a row.
Zach Thompson on a pitch out of the pen here.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Rafael Devers up to hit. Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. Staying in the game on defense, Tristan Casas. He pitch hit last half and now takes over at first. And so the Red Sox go to the bullpen. Kenley Jansen.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt.
For St. Louis, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Hit hard, that gets through. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Everything came together for him. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Digging in, Nolan Gorman. Good job to fight that one off.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
2-2 on the way. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Got it by him for the K.
Now batting.
Man at first, and the batter now, Nolan Arenado. Swing and a miss.
Clearly was sitting on a fastball right there. It just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Got him swinging. 1 out left for the Cardinals. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Jordan Walker. Kicks and fires. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. One strike away. Foul ball still a 1-2 count. The pitch. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Well, this is a nice sweep. Good way to finish this series. You're headed to another city for another one. Got to maintain the same focus. Whatever you were doing in this city, make sure you're doing the same thing in the next one. Eat the same thing, sleep the same way, get to the ballpark at the same time.
6-1 is your final here today. And the road team picks up the win and picks up a sweep. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious Boston Red Sox, 6 runs, 10 hits, no errors.